Hey guys, it's Eric here. I want to talk to you a little bit about our programming and what we're doing, and then also kind of how that translates into fitness. So this might work out to be a recording that's longer than 3 minutes. I'm hoping that I can keep it to that level. So basically, if you've looked at the workouts that we've had last week, if you came to some of those workouts, you'll notice that we had a few very short workouts. One was the 3-minute row workout, and the next one that I'm referring to is the kettlebell swing, 15 kettlebell swings, 10 shoulder to overhead, 1-minute rest, do it again. So two really short workouts. And the reason why we're programming these right now, there's a few reasons. One of the reasons is because we're in the open season, so the CrossFit Games Open. We had 14.1 last week, and then we've got 14.2 coming up, 3, 4, and then 5, and then the Open will be over. And we really want everyone to try to perform their absolute best in these workouts. Now sadly 14.1 had double unders, and I never would have saw that coming. I thought it would have been something that was more all-inclusive like they've done in the last 2 years, but nonetheless we still want you to really push hard to do well in those different workouts. And so we're trying to keep you fresh. You know, I don't want to give a whole bunch of long workouts towards the end of the week. We want to keep them kind of shorter and get you at a place where you're really fresh for Friday, Saturday, potentially even Sunday. You know, we'll make opportunities for you to come do this workout if you have to outside of class time. So the short workout, it keeps you fresh, but then also there's one thing that we found over the years, and I know that it's currently happening in this gym, which is that we get a lot of people who are scared or they're not hitting that level where they're really pushing themselves. And we only want you to push yourself as hard as you want to push yourself. But you need to realize that the reason why CrossFit works, the reason why CrossFit is your cardio, the reason why, you know, if you look at CrossFitters who only do CrossFit and they do it hard and well, they look amazing, they can run 10Ks fast, the best of them, they can do, you know, full-length Ironman triathlons. You can look at myself and Andy doing 30-hour adventure races and beating professional teams, and the only reason we can do that is because we push at full intensity. So if you want the full benefit of CrossFit, and you don't want to go off and say, well, I got to go do cardio now, because that's not necessary in CrossFit, and I'm going to give you the science in just a second, then you have to really push yourself. So for some of you, it's just, you know, you just don't want to get to that uncomfortable place, and that's okay. We want you to just slowly work your way there. We're not here to push you beyond your limits or to a limit you don't want to get to. We're here to push you so that you can achieve the results you want to achieve. That's it. So a workout like the ones we had last week, 3-minute row, or the roughly 3-minute workout of the kettlebell swings and shoulder to overhead, they're designed to give you the opportunity to sprint, to full out sprint. And you might say, well, is that enough? It is. If you full out sprint, it's enough. I was so stinking sore from that row workout the next day. It was awful. So you could be there too just by pushing yourself. So that's really why we do those workouts. So I just wanted to make sure you understood that. Now the science behind it, when you work out at high intensity, your first short duration, 15 seconds at most, is going to be an anaerobic pathway followed by a secondary anaerobic pathway that's going to last up to 60 to 90 seconds for most of you, maybe 2 minutes at the absolute greatest anaerobic fitness level. Beyond that, it is 100% aerobic. Now, if you're in a class, if you're doing kickboxing and you do an hour-long class, isn't it true that if the class somehow turned into an hour and 20 minutes, you could do it still? Or even an hour and 30 minutes or 40 minutes, you could still do it. Maybe you'd be wiped out, but you could still do it. And the reason is because you're working somewhere between 60 and 70%. So we want to make sure that you understand that when you're working in a CrossFit workout, after 2 minutes, it's aerobic capacity that you're working, but you're working at 90 to 95% when you're just pushing yourself, which is why it has a greater impact on your VO2 max, or the ability for you to exchange oxygen and ATP or energy for carbon dioxide and lactic acid than anything else. So that is why it works, and I could spend an hour talking about that. I won't. Just so you know, I am a chiropractor. I've been teaching this for years, and I do have a master's in exercise physiology. So this is my world. I know what I'm talking about. Trust me, this is real. All right, cool. I know I was kind of excited. I get excited by that. I just want the best for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great 14.2. See ya.